Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of DDTS Wrestling Episode Podcast. DDTS Wrestling Podcast Series. Episode 6. I think I'm on episode 6. I'm back, y'all, and welcome to another episode of DDTS Wrestling Podcast Series, or whatever the name you see on this thing or on the title. Welcome to another episode. I'm back, y'all, and welcome to another episode. I know it's been a long time since I done a wrestling podcast episode. Well, today is Friday, and I decided to post and push back. I'm gonna say this. I know it was some episodes that I said I was gonna do, but I never got a chance to do them. But I'm just gonna put it like this: whenever you see DDTS Wrestling Podcast episode in the day, that's the day I done it. And today is Friday. April 10th, 2026. I'm back with another wrestling podcast episode, where this podcast, I will be elaborating on a couple of things, and I will be giving y'all some updates that I know, what's been going on in the wrestling world, what you can possibly be expecting in the wrestling world with the T and news and everything. And also, I will also be explaining, and I also will be talking about some of the things, that's happened in the past in the wrestling world, and some things that I watched that I wanted to elaborate on. Basically, this and that and the third. So, yeah. So, if you have not yet, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and that notification bell so you will get notified when I have new videos uploaded. Excuse me. I'm just so happy. I just been, hold on, y'all. I'm back, y'all. I'm sorry for the interruption. So, yeah. It's been a minute since I've done another wrestling podcast. And I said, you know what? I had to get on this, and I had to get on this new episode. Continue to be consistent. And I know, and honestly, y'all, I've been tired. I've been trying to take some time off for myself, but when it comes to content, I have to make it. I have to do what I have to do. So, yes, indeed. Today, we're going to be talking about a couple of things. We're going to be talking about 2 to 3 things. And I'm going to be elaborating on a couple of things. So, one of the first things that we're going to be talking about, so can I find it? One of the first things that we're going to be talking about, let me see, can I find it? Hey y'all, I'm back. So yeah, we're going to be talking about 2, maybe 3 different things, but I can say 2 out of 3 of these things, or however many more that we are talking about or going to talk about, is truly off the chain and off the rockers pretty much. But the first thing that we're going to go ahead and talk about and elaborate on is this topic. We're going to be talking about Jey Uso confirms he's dating NXT star Jadia Parker. And I'm going to say allegedly, because how rumors get started. How rumors are. How things are in the media, because they say these things is true, but they're really not. So basically, you have to look at your sources pretty much and see, is it true and everything. But I'm gonna say allegedly. But that is been what's been going around. That is what been spreading around allegedly, that Jey Uso is dating Jadia Parker. And let me tell you something, y'all. This allegedly came out last night. A friend of mine who is also a wrestling fan also shared this and basically said allegedly that it can be confirmed, that I have confirmed, and it has been confirmed, about Jey Uso and Jadia Parker. Now, I don't know a thing about Jadia Parker, but I've heard so many things about her. That she is a wonderful performer, and that she's in NXT. And, Jey Uso, on the other hand, is a multiple-time champion. He is a former Intercontinental champion. He is a former World Heavyweight champion. He is a former tag team champion with his brother Jimmy Uso, who is also his twin brother. And he is the son of legendary WWE Hall of Famer Rikishi, and they belong to the famous Samoan family, which consists of family members such as The Rock, Roman Reigns, Rikishi, the great Rocky Maivia, and so many more peoples. So yes, indeed. So when you divide, and when you look at Jadia Parker's resume, and you look at Jimmy Uso's, Jey Uso's resume, it's like, wow, they are really big. But back to this rumor, allegedly. Back to this alleged rumor. Back to this alleged topic. Now, I had to get a screenshot from the WWE Friday Night SmackDown Live versus Monday Night Raw. I had to get this because since it was trending pretty much, I wanted to get all the information that I possibly could so I can basically elaborate. It says right here, rumors about Jey Uso dating Jadia Parker have been circulating for a while, and now he's confirmed it after fans spotted them together in a training photo shared by Natalya. Jey reacted on Instagram, making it clear with a bold message, "Yeah, she's mine, so what?" So allegedly, Jey Uso confirmed the rumors about him and Jadia Parker dating, with confirming, "Yeah, she's mine, so what?" Now, I'm going to go ahead and say this because it has been alleged months prior back to 2025, or pretty much throughout this whole year. It was speculating before that Jey Uso and Jadia Parker was going together because they was always hooked up and everything. But at that time, it was not out. It was not public. It was not, pretty much it was just a rumor. Pretty much it was just like a build up or something like that. But now that Jey Uso has confirmed, allegedly, that him and Jadia Parker are going together, it's like, wow, I'm not surprised. Like, really, if we're going to be honest, I'm not surprised because I've seen pictures of them way before this news came out, that them hugging up, them going together, Jey Uso holding Jadia Parker, being close to her intimately and everything like that, allegedly. And I know some of y'all probably be like, that ain't nothing but AI. That is AI. Listen, I'm going to go ahead and say this, and this is my honest opinion and my honest truth. We need to stop blaming things on AI, because AI is not responsible and cannot take the blame for everything, because whatever you see out here on the media, on pictures, peoples are really quick to say that's AI, that's AI. No, that's not AI. That's not AI all the time. AI is not responsible for biggest of these things that is going on. So whether if it's AI or if it's not, it is alleged, and I can say it's alleged, and there's some truth to it, that Jey Uso has confirmed that him and Jadia Parker are officially dating, saying, yeah, she's mine, so what? Now, I'm going to also say this as well. I'm going to say, let's go ahead and dig into Jey Uso's history. By the way, I'm gonna go ahead and get some of this stuff right here. Now, Jey Uso, who is an American professional wrestler, he is 40 years of age. He's 40 years old, and he was born on August the 22nd, 1985. And he is married, or was married, to Takia Travis back in 2015. And their wedding date was January the 8th, 2015. Now, a lot of y'all want to know, is Jey Uso still married to Takia? Now, I looked at this, and I looked up all my information, and the truth is, yes. The news and the answer is allegedly yes. WWE superstar Jey Uso, Joshua Fatu, is still married to his high school sweetheart, Takia Travis. And they have been married since January of 2015. And they have 2 sons together, despite the rumors that they remain happily married with Takia, supporting his wrestling career and working as a homemaker. Now, the relationship background consists of they met in Escobia High School in Pensacola, Florida. And the family, they have 2 sons named Jadia and Juice. And the marriage date, they tied the knot in January of 2015. And as far as the support system is this, Takia is known for maintaining a low profile, while Jay's career, according to the time in the article. So basically, I'm going to say this is alleged. I'm just going to go ahead and put that out there. This is alleged with Jey Uso and his wife Takia Travis. And it says that they've been married since 2015. They tied the knot in January of 2015. And they have 2 sons. Yes, indeed. I cannot... Hold on, y'all. I'm trying to find a recent picture, but it seems like I can't. But the only photo that I can basically find is this classic photo of Jey Uso and his wife, Takia Travis. And they have 2 sons. So yes, indeed. So let's do some more information and digging. I'll make sure I get this picture because Jey Uso is fine as hell. Let me see, can I... So can I find it, y'all? No. 1 second, y'all. And I got a picture of Jey Uso. It says Joshua Samuel Fatu, who was born on August the 22nd, 1985, better known by the ring name Jey Uso, is an American professional wrestler, and he is signed to the WWE, where he performs on the Raw brand and is one half of the Usos with his brother Jimmy. He's also a member of the Aloha family of professional wrestlers. Now it says that his spouse is Takia Travis, like what we was talking about, and they said they married in 2014. But what we just saw that they tied the knot in 2015, so it's kind of hard to, yeah. So, yes, indeed. That's all I can say on Jey Uso's part, but let's look into Jada's. Now, Jadia Parker, who was born February the 12th, 1999, who is 27 years old. She's an Aquarius like me. Yes, indeed. She was born February the 12th, 1999, and her height is 5'7". And Jadia Parker's name is Tiana Lillian Marie Caffey, who was born February the 12th, 1999, is an American professional wrestler, formerly college soccer player. She is signed to the WWE, where she performs on the NXT brand under the name Jadia Parker. Yes, indeed. So, yeah. It's not really much that I can see on Jadia Parker, but what I can say is that Tiana Lillian Marie Caffey, who is known as Jadia Parker, was born on February the 12th, 1999 in Port St. Lucie, Florida. She attended Louisiana State University, where she majored in kinology while at the NXU. Caffey played soccer for the Lady Tigers and was called up to play for the United States Women's U17 team. So she has some good things on her resume. Now, let's go ahead and elaborate on that. I can't say if this is true or not when it comes to Jey Uso and Jadia Parker, but what I will say is this: whether Jey Uso is married still to his wife, whether he's not, whether they divorced, whether they separated, whether they broken up, I really don't know. I really don't have anything to do with that. All I can say is this: they are grown adults. They are grown individuals. And I'm pretty sure they know what they're doing. I'm pretty sure they may have an open marriage. They may do their own thing. They may have their own rules when it comes to that. I really don't know. But from what I've read, Takia Travis, who is the wife of Jey Uso, allegedly, who is known as Joshua Fatu, is a big supporter of his career and is a big supporter of him being on the road with the WWE. And they are high school sweethearts. And I will say this: The media can be messy at times. And I'm going to say this. Whether Jey Uso is dating Jadia Parker, I don't know. But all I'm going to say is this. They are grown adults. They are their own peoples. They are their own persons. And all I can say is if they like it, I love it. And if that's what they want, then they have a right to do what they do. Now, all of this is alleged. And I just wanted to put that out there. And how I feel about it. Because I was curious myself at one point. Because I was like, is they really dating? Really, which I know it was not my business or my concern. But when you keep seeing these things and when you look up people's wrestlers, superstars, and you be like, oh, wait, ain't they married? Ain't they married? So you look it up. Sometimes it'll say they married, but in reality, you look on something else or see them in person or on a television show or in an interview, they say otherwise. So basically, it's like, it's hard for you to tell these days because, shoot, people's are getting married these days, and it's time to not these days just to have an open marriage, just to do what they do with other people's. And sometimes their spouses are okay with it, and sometimes that they aren't. But at the end of the day, I really feel like as individuals, peoples need to keep a strict profile when it comes to these certain things, especially if you are a celebrity, performer, superstar, internet, and you are in the industry. So whether Jey Uso is with Jadia Parker, whether Jey Uso is still married to his wife, allegedly, I'm not for sure. I'm basically just giving y'all my notes, what I've looked up, what I've seen. And if y'all see anything different, just let me know and I can do an update. But for now, I'm just going to say it is confirmed allegedly that Jadia Parker and Jey Uso allegedly is dating. Jey Uso, who is known as Joshua Fatu, is 40 years old. Jadia Parker, who is known as Tiana Lillian Marie, is 27 years old. She was born February the 12th, 1999. Joshua Fatu, who is known as Jey Uso, was born August the 22nd, 1986, who is 40 years old. So let me know what you guys think about that topic, and let me know what you guys think about that scene that we're just talking about. Put it in the comments. So with that being said, we're going to go ahead and hop over to the next topic. And this probably going to be my last topic that I want to talk about on this wrestling podcast, in the news and everything. 1 second, y'all. Hey y'all, how y'all doing? And welcome back to DDTS Wrestling Podcast Episodes Edition. Thank y'all for joining me. Welcome back to part 2. We just got done talking about Jey Uso and Jadia Parker alleged dating rumors. Now we're talking about the real reason that I wanted to do this episode, and I wanted to elaborate. Okay, so let's get into it. So as you may know, WrestleMania is approaching this month, and something that I watched on YouTube and something that I watched online basically caught my attention. Now, if you do not know, CM Punk is a professional wrestler who has and is been in the WWE. He's in the WWE. He has been in the WWE. He has been in AEW. He has been in MMA. If you know, you know. CM Punk is a former World Heavyweight Champion, WWE Champion, Intercontinental Champion, United States Champion, etc., etc. You name it, he has done it. And although CM Punk, he to me is a wonderful performer. To me, he's a wonderful performer. He's a pretty great wrestler. He's got good athletic moves, but let's be honest. I must say he's not one of my favorites, but at the end of the day, I respect him as a person, and I respect him as a wrestler. I respect him as being a person that has done it all in the wrestling world, sports entertainment, and all. And CM Punk, he's also known for telling the truth, and he's also known to tell it like it is. And he is also known to let it be known that he is the best. And he's not the type of person that's going to sugarcoat anything. He's basically going to tell you how he feels about things. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get into this topic here. April the 6th, 2026, y'all, was the day that CM Punk delivered one of the most spiciest, one of the most hottest pipe bombs that it was in the WWE and on Monday Night Raw. If you've been a wrestling fan like I have over the years, he delivered another pipe bomb back in 2011. But since after 14 years or 13 years that he delivered it on April the 6th, he decided to deliver another one. Now, I want to give y'all an inside scoop on that. It is alleged that now we all know that it's all scripted and it's all work related, but it is alleged, and I had a thought in mind, that these ticket sales are extremely high. And so I believe allegedly that CM Punk had a talk with Triple H or whoever, the producers or whoever comes up with these storylines and everything, what must be done. I think Triple H allegedly had a talk with CM Punk, would be like, okay, we're going to give you this pipe bomb, but whatever you do, include them ticket sales, because we want this to sell. We want this to be so good, people will be talking about it. Now, if you know, allegedly, I might not be watching WrestleMania this year because I am not paying no $29.99 for no WrestleMania on the ESPN network. I'm not doing that. I'll just wait till it's out and I'll just watch the highlights and everything like that because I'm not watching it. So let's go ahead and get into it. Now, on April the 6th, 2026, on an episode of Raw, World Heavyweight Champion CM Punk delivered a highly public pipe bomb promo targeting Roman Reigns, The Rock, Pat McAfee, TKO leadership regarding high ticket prices. The promo blurred lines between reality scripted lines to build for a WrestleMania 42, with some reports suggesting that it addressed real backstage frustrations. So yeah, honestly and allegedly, it truly basically addressed some real life stuff, because some of the stuff that CM Punk was saying, honestly, I agreed with him, because, when you are in a storyline in the wrestling world, and when you are in a storyline and you are with WWE or whatever company you're with, they're going to put what's going on in your work relationship along with what's going on in your real life. So basically, they have to juggle it in between. I believe CM Punk and Triple H had a talk. Triple H was like, hey, let's do this. You can do this pipe bomb, but also throw in TKO, throw in those ticket sales. Throw in, because we want this to be good. We want this to be groundbreaking. So, yeah. So, here are the keys of the 2026 pipe bomb. The context: Pump tore down Roman Reigns, criticized The Rock, and mocked Pat McAfee, calling him a no-brain hillbilly and urging him to tell his agent, Ari Emanuel, to lower the ticket prices. The targeting management: the promo heavily criticized the corporate and creative direction of TKO Group's holding, especially setting a high ticket prices for WrestleMania 42 and affirm real backstage talent frustrations regarding comparison and ticket amounts. WrestleMania build: the promo served as an internship build-up for the WrestleMania 42 main event on April 18th, 19th, and 2026, where Punk is scheduled to defend his World Heavyweight Championship against Roman Reigns. The recreation context: some, including WWE, also highlighted a similar separate promotional logic and a pipe bomb style video that aired in March of 2026 to promote the WWE 2026 video game, which featured Punk and Roman Reigns. The segment is being hailed as a major high-impact moment in the WWE run's drawing parallels to the 2011 pipe bomb for its blend of reality and fiction. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and go and get this right here. I'm going to get this right here. I'm getting everything. I'm getting my receipts. I'm getting all my notes and everything. And I'm going to put up here for y'all can see it. Because one thing I believe in doing, I believe in getting all my information the right and not the wrong. And I believe in having my receipts. Now, since we have read the article and since I have gave y'all a rundown, I'm going to go ahead and give my elaboration about this whole thing. Now, back in 2011, CM Punk did a pipe bomb. Basically, when he did the pipe bomb back in 2011, he basically talked about the WWE, talked about Stephanie McMahon, talked about Vince McMahon, Triple H, and saying that allegedly the company will be better when Vince McMahon ran it at the time. Back in 2011, if y'all have been big fans like I was and like I am of wrestling and the WWE, I actually watched this back in 2011. Now, at the time, back in 2011, I was 16 years old at the time. Now, I am 31 years old. And I can say that I actually watched this scene at home back in 2011. And a lot of things that CM Punk said at that time was really, 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 really real. But also basically tells me that CM Punk did not give a crap. He does not give a crap with what he said. And what he says, he basically tells the truth and let it be known that he will not be disrespected. And I will say this, back in 2011, CM Punk truly said a line back when he did the pipe bomb. And then one of those lines back in the 2011 pipe bomb was this: the company will be much better when Vince McMahon is boop boop. Basically when he, he's no longer here and stuff like that. Hold on, y'all. Okay, y'all, I'm back. So, yeah, back in... Let's see what my notes said. Back in 2011, CM Punk did a pipe bomb. And that pipe bomb was pretty heroic, but this one that he did on Roman Reigns and telling TKO to lower the prices and Pat McAfee and everything, even though CM Punk might not be one of my favorite wrestlers, but I respect him as a person who's in the business of wrestling. And I think the pipe bomb, it definitely had some truth to it. Like, I definitely see where he was coming from in some states. Like, he would, like, you know, it was such a good pipe bomb, in my opinion. But I'm not going to call it the CM Punk pipe bomb. I'm going to call it the CM Punk truth bomb because it's a lot of truth. It is a lot of truth in that pipe bomb. Like Roman Reigns, allegedly and understandably, yes, he has leukemia. And CM Punk has a point when he says that Roman Reigns like, I will say this, Roman Reigns, even though he has leukemia and he goes on the Jimmy Fallon show, and I will say this, I really do think it is time for someone else to basically get an opportunity at the World Heavyweight Championship and the WWE Championship. Because, in my opinion, as much respect that I have for Roman Reigns, I'm going to say this. Roman Reigns has had his time. Roman Reigns was the WWE Undisputed Champion for 4 years for over 1,000 some days till Cody Rhodes defeated him and his reign came to an end. And even though I can't recite a lot of the things that CM Punk said in the pipe bomb that was April 6th, I can say this. Love CM Punk or hate him, even though I might feel how I feel about CM Punk. But at the end of the day, CM Punk definitely has some major valid points. And I'm not becoming a hater. I'm just becoming a person. Like, I'm a person that basically gives my honest and truthful opinions. And his opinions on Pat McAfee and everybody else, I agree with him on that as well. Like, how are you a football player and all of a sudden you a wrestler? Like, CM Punk also said that's the main reason he came to the WWE was because he sucked at football, which I never seen Roman Reigns play football. And CM Punk also disclosed allegedly that he didn't come from a historic background of family members who are professional wrestlers and everything. He didn't have peoples like The Rock or Rikishi, the Usos and everybody, Rocky Maivia and everything, the Co-Chief and everybody in the Samoan family to, basically help him get to where he is. Like, he didn't have a famous daddy or anything like that. That's what CM Punk allegedly disclosed about that. Basically, he's saying that the only way that Roman Reigns basically got to where he is because of his famous family. Well, I can honestly say, as a person that has been watching wrestling for a great amount of years, I've seen a lot of Roman Reigns work in matches. And he's okay, and he's one of the best. But I really feel, in my honest opinion, With all of that, you are the best, that he is the best in my opinion. I'm not going to say he is the best, but I'm saying that he's he's good. He's good enough. He's good enough. I'm just going to say this. But I will say this as well, because I'm going to have to be honest on this. I feel like Roman Reigns has had his chance. I feel like he's had enough chances. I feel like it is his time to sit down and let someone else who is also deserving to get a push, win a championship, get a shine. That's how I honestly feel. CM Punk might have said what he said, but some of the things that CM Punk said, biggest of the things that he said, CM Punk did not lie once. Like, I don't think he said nothing wrong. It might have been harsh with how he said it, but honestly, let's be honest, that's the truth, in my opinion. I know I might be missing a lot of things, but with the highly respect that I have for Roman Reigns and CM Punk, I would have to say, at the end of the day, WrestleMania is the 18th and the 19th of 2026. I think that's one of the matches that I will be looking forward to seeing is Roman Reigns versus CM Punk for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. And with that being said, this might be pretty hard for me to say. I would like for CM Punk to retain the title, because as much as I respect Roman Reigns and he is a wonderful wrestler and he comes from a history of amazing family members who's also been in the WWE, that's also won championships, I really feel like it's time for someone else to get a push and win championships that are good also, that are not part of the famous name of families. Because it's a lot of peoples that are famous for their last names and peoples that are very famous and have won championships that really is not deserving of them, honestly. Like, it's been a lot of famous peoples in the WWE who have a history of family members that have been, they're Hall of Famers and they won numerous championships, but their wrestling physique and skills not so good much. Now, it is a couple of peoples that I will say are very good, and some are not. And I feel like some peoples have really, 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 really pushed a lot of these superstars that are famous for their last names and their family members that have been in the WWE before them. Now, I will be wrong and I will be a cold-hearted you-know-what if I said what I said. Like, for instance, if we're going to be honest, Bret the Hitman Hart, he's one of the greatest of all time. But let's put it out there. We all know that his brother Owen is better than him in all aspects. And I really feel like Owen Hart should have been the WWE champion at least once or twice. But people's hyped it Bret Hart up. But that's just my honest opinion. For example, you know what I'm saying? But Roman Reigns, he is great, but I feel like it's his time to just sit down, let somebody else get an opportunity that has not gotten one yet, or that hasn't gotten one in a long time that is deserving. Honestly. And completely.
Hello? Hey. Gonna doze off and go to sleep.
So yes, indeed. Hey, yeah, I'm back, y'all. So that's what I honestly say. And I'm gonna say it like this. I love the pipe bomb that CM Punk did. And like what he said, Lord, them ticket sales and TKO. Lord, those ticket sales and whatever he said about Pat McAfee. I know it's a lot that I didn't get to include in this video. But I'm so sorry, y'all. It's been a minute since I done my wrestling podcast episodes, but I will be getting back into it. But I want to say, if y'all rock with me through this whole video, thank y'all. And I will see y'all on the next video. So that'll be my podcast for wrestling, my wrestling podcast with CM Punk and the pipe bomb for 2026 and Jadia Parker and Jey Uso dating rumors. I know it's a lot that I forgot to include, but please forgive me. And if you are wrestling fans, and if you are WWE wrestling fans, and if you like this type of video, please hit that like button, subscribe button, and the notification bell so you'll get more videos like this. And I will do as much wrestling podcasts as I can, what I'm gonna try to do. And I will see y'all on the next video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and let me know what you guys think of this video. And if y'all are WWE fans, and if y'all saw the pipe bomb scene that CM Punk did on April 6, 2026, let me know what you all think about it. And if I forgot anything, please let me know and put it in the comments. And I will be posting clips of my videos. So, you can watch the full on YouTube. But that will be my video for today of the Wrestling Podcast, episode 6, I think. And I'll see y'all on the next one. Love y'all. Thank you and bye-bye.